When I first started YouTube, I was homeless, I was jobless, and I was panicking. I can tell you that I quit. What's going on, my beautiful people? If you're coming to the channel for the first time, this channel is meant to help you guys grow your YouTube channel. And I'm doing this because I want to prove to myself that I can repeat this process over and over again. I've been on the platform for 7 years, have multiple channels. Good morning. Have multiple channels, and I'm actually repurposing this channel. You're watching this live right now. I have 106 views. I have 106 subscribers, and I'm repurposing this channel right now. I want to prove that, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people quit. They quit because they don't see the growth that they want soon enough. They don't see the return on their investment fast enough, so they quit. I can tell you that I quit. When I first started YouTube, I was homeless, I was jobless, and I was panicking. I'm gonna put this on the screen. One can argue that I had an unfair advantage because I was posting consistently 3 to 4 times a week. I didn't have anything else to do. Where am I gonna go? Of course I was posting, losing weight, stressed out, depressed, all that. But I grew my channel, and when I took it serious, you'll see I quit early. I'm gonna put that on the screen. I quit early, and then I came back, and when I took it serious, my channel got monetized in 2.5 months. I'm showing you the receipts. Why did it get monetized in 2.5 months? Real quick, guys, here's something I forgot to mention on my walk this morning. You see this click-through rate right here, right? This was 2020. This is 2025. Here's the big difference. When you are on brand and you understand who your audience is, this will always stay the same. But when you have something below 1%, 2%, that's just pretty much abysmal. I want you to look at your analytics and tell me in the comment section what your click-through rate is looking like. Because I knew exactly my target audience. I knew who I wanted to speak to. I knew what niche was at the time doing well, and it's still doing well. If anything, it's getting oversaturated now, but that's a story for another day. I told you guys in another video, I was part of a $15,000 coaching program for 6 months early this year. And I had a one-on-one call with Daryl Eves back in 2022, where Daryl Eves is someone who's a YouTube expert, one of Mr. Beast's top consultants back in the day. But he told me the same thing that I already knew. You're doing okay. You know who you need to speak to, and you need to create a certain amount of buckets in order for you to spread those seeds out in different buckets. So I did that, and I grew a large following. And that following poured over to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, a lot of these platforms I'm not even active on anymore, but they grew, and I built my community. If you're coming here and you want all these fast, fancy edits, you want all this flashing, this isn't a channel for you. This is a different channel. This is a channel for community, for walks with Court. Pick my brain. You can ask me any questions you have in the comment section. Check this scene out. Isn't this beautiful? It's the perfect place to think. One of the things I saw in that program, or I was told in that program, I was told back in 2020 when I really dove deep into how to grow my brand and grow my channel, particularly, was there was too much inconsistency in the channels that weren't making any traction, that weren't growing. What that means is 1 minute they're posting something about cooking tutorials. Next, it's a personal vlog. Next, it's your vacation trip. The algorithm don't like that. You ever have a video on your channel where you're like, I don't know why that one did well. That's not even what the channel's about. That's the video you need to delete, because that's not going to hit your target audience. I can see if that's something that you want to do. It's like your own personal library. That's part of the reason why I started my YouTube channel too, was I have kids, and I was telling myself, my kids can come to my channel and get advice from me even when I'm passed away. So it's kind of like a library there. It's like a photo album of thoughts and memories. How do you find your unique brand? Your unique brand is going to be your most authentic self. That's why you won't see on this channel ever, I promise you, I'm a guarantee on this, any fancy edits, because the average person doesn't know how to do that. I started YouTube when I was 37. No, 35. And the last thing I wanted to do was to go buy expensive editing. I do have editing software though, and that was an investment. I use Final Cut Pro. I also have CapCut. I have Canva for my thumbnail designs because they're just easy things to use. And they're tools that don't have this massive learning curve. So that's why I use those. Check out this scenery again. All right, guys. I think that's it for today's video. I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel and listening to what I had to say. I hope you got some useful information. If you have any questions about how to grow your YouTube channel, how to, especially if you're older, and I'm not one of these young kids that are 25 years old and talking about I monetized my channel in 2 months just by doing something. No, that's not me. This is walking. This is a nice little stroll here on Brisk Lake, Michigan. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.